has been a seasoned business leader for Shels. As a child interactive broadcast station and mobile devices with
Great Lakes institution, but for the entire world. All of us are amazed by the impact that Facebook has created. As a matter of fact, even before that, the internet has created. Internet in 1995 is far bigger and better than either the industrial revolution or the agricultural revolution or any other revolution which we have witnessed in the past 800, 900 years. This 1995 internet is really a great thing, and all of us, especially with the mobile technology and this internet, created so many options and avenues, especially for the Indian creative brains, where first time India has made a major presence. When I say India, I do not mean India as it is existing today. I am including Pakistan and Bangladesh. Here is a gentleman sitting right next to me, a student of mine in the 1993 on at Kellogg, a program I initiated in Kellogg for the first time, not necessarily an MBA, but a program called Master of Management in Manufacturing. And the very first batch had some amazing students, including one you may know, the CEO of Ashok Leyland by name Vinod Dasari. And in the next batch he is there, and we all came to even India after certain major problems happened due to this Babri Masjid. And since then, my association with some of my students who are amazingly creative in terms of creating ideas, creating wealth, creating jobs, rather than consuming wealth or consuming jobs. And one thing is this one. Now, imagine yaksee and its benefits. Imagine a broadcasting TV station, including CNBC or whatever it is. Imagine the kind of things that we see in Skype, one-on-one only, or the kind of things in WhatsApp, or the kind of things that you see in YouTube, and put all of them together, and then apply it to e-learning or distance learning or anything. So therefore, my needs of knowledge dissemination throughout the world, not necessarily with the brick and mortar which we have in Great Lakes, Chennai, or Great Lakes, Gurgaon, actually Manasar, where we have a 7.5 acre campus which we are going to take on in less than 2 months. And as a matter of fact, I am going to have a presence in the 2-day industry summit, investment summit at Visakhapatnam for Andhra Pradesh. Both of us will be there, and instead of me pressing the button for launching today, Chandrababu Naidu will press the button, but the same idea. And they are also asking us to create a Great Lakes University. Now, the time has come where the human resources are limited, but the technology is abundant. And can I make education affordable, available, accessible anywhere in the world, including, let us say, Latin America, Ghana, Nigeria, or tier 3 cities in India, or wherever. So therefore, we need to have a platform, a device, and a technology with all the convergence where the knowledge that has been substantially created with human beings in a touch and feel brick and mortar story can create a click and mortar wherever in the world. And so therefore, for the past 4 or 5 years, a group of people who were originally at Cisco Systems, and he was the second in command in terms of the Chief Technology Officer, which is now currently taken by another Indian lady by name Padma Shri Warrior. So this group of people for the past 4 or 5 years put pure passion and their money on a part-time basis while they were full-time sub-bearers. And that is the beauty of Indians. When I say Indians, I'm including Bangladesh. And these are the people, including some Americans, Keith and others, we created that. So suddenly I thought, tomorrow we are going to announce and sign an MOU with Illinois Institute of Technology, where the associate dean of all these international programs is already in place, and tomorrow around 10 o'clock he is going to sign an MOU where MBA is available to anybody, not with a brick and mortar, but it is like the moose, but we call it as a choose, customized, hybrid, open, online courses and evaluation. Available anywhere in the world. And that means how to communicate that to everybody so that a live physical seeing is possible, talking is possible, talking is yak, seeing is see, yaksee. And that is exactly this program. And that is exactly the platform. That is exactly the process. That is exactly the technology. That is exactly the convergence. And you are going to see that right now. So it is very easy for me.
Interact. So that was the element that was missing. That was nearly 5 years ago. And there were other issues. My daughters were also teaching English to girls in Bangladesh. They went there and got destroyed by what they saw. So they wanted to teach English using Skype in this case to girls in Bangladesh in a non-profit. And they did it for 5 years. So we connected the high school students in Los Gatos in Silicon Valley to girls in Bangladesh, and they're teaching English. It was brilliant. It was absolutely fabulous to see over 5 years the transformation that happens when you take somebody who sort of knows English but can't really pronounce all the words. Now suddenly we connected 20 students from a high school, grade 10, 11, 12, to girls in Bangladesh now, who were learning English directly without any intervention from students in the US. It was one-to-one Skype, right? So my point was, why could not one girl teach 100 girls, 200 girls, 1,000 girls anywhere in the world interactively teach English? That was the genesis of the idea 5 years ago. And therefore, of course, typically you don't just do these things. I patent the process, it is patented. In the US, it's patented in Europe. And the Indian patents over time, we will get it. It's a little slower.
You cannot patent in China.
No, you don't want to go to China. So anyway, so that's what this is. So this is an interactive broadcast. I'm using words that I'll show you actually. It's global interactive broadcast, meaning from your phones, I see a lot of Android devices or iOS, literally the click of a button, I'll show you now, you can become the vision of yaksee really. And I'm focusing on education, but that is the soul of the engine is education. So the key becomes, you can all literally with the one click of a button broadcast globally and select anybody in the world, if they're on a channel, turn on the camera, pull them onto your broadcast. Everybody watches. That is really what it is. The rest is, so let me transition to the actual demo. Seeing is the important part. I don't need this mic. I'll project my voice. And hold your questions, or you can ask me questions. Let's the demo go through. And then we'll open up for all the questions you want to ask. Let's just sit and answer questions. Is that fair? Is that okay? And we want it to be an animated conversation. Right? We'll talk with each other. So is this on? If you don't mind, can I post this screen back
Yeah.
no problem. Because then I can't see the screen. So we will do a few things. I have a team. What I'm doing right now is we do nothing on the PC. Today PC is just a way to get it over there, okay? Everything is happening on my mobile device here. Okay? So my phone, I have an Android phone here. And Venkat has an Android phone. Suresh has an Android phone. And I have a team in Hyderabad who will join. My wife and my MBA and my marketing dude in Silicon Valley will join. I'll show it to you. So this is yaksee. I'm going to put this mic down. That'll be fine. I'd appreciate it. So yaksee really is a interactive broadcast. So there are two things. One, of course you see we have logged in here. We log in with Facebook for now. We have nothing to do with Facebook. Okay. The reason we log in with Facebook is because it's easy. They manage all the young kids, all that kind of stuff. You lose your stuff.
Give them the power mic.
So it's okay. So the key here becomes, you can go and create groups. Anybody who is, if you have hundreds and thousands of friends on Facebook, you register to Facebook through Yaksee, they automatically become your Yaksee friends. So if you have 1,000 people on Facebook and 500 of them actually register to Yaksee, they automatically become your Yaksee friends. So you notice I've got these Yaksee friends. I will not spend too much time there. I can create a group and I can put everybody there if I want, right? And I can save it. Let's call it test for now. Okay. I was actually pushing this button. Okay, that's that. So I just created a group. I'm not going to use that group. I'll use an existing group. So what is Yaksee? Yaksee allows you to broadcast globally, and I'll show it to you right now. From this Android phone or a tablet. But before I go there, how do you let people know that you're on a broadcast? How will they join your channel? In the TV, you switch the channel, right? We won't do that. What happens when I do the broadcast, let me spend some time here. Oops, I actually tried to join the channel. When I do the broadcast, if you create a group, a private group, I'll show you that now, and you broadcast it, your friends will get email notification. In US, we do SMS, India, we don't care. But they'll get a notification here, and they can join the channel. It's a channel, they will join. Okay. And I'll show you how that's done. Or you can do a public channel where you don't need any Facebook friends, you just blast out, and anybody who's registered to Yaksee will get the channel. And you have a subscription engine. I know there's a lot of business press here. How do you make money? I'll show you that. But, by the way, this is all free. It's all free. Education must be free. Okay. That's very, very important for us. And this is professional channel, like Professor Bala will get a channel in education, which will be a managed channel. I'll also show you that in a second. How do you manage that? It's not about talking to millions of people. How do you control and manage your conversation, right? That's important. We'll come to that. But we will see how that works. So now, let me do a broadcast. Here we go. And I'm going to do what's called an instant broadcast. I can turn this phone into an interactive TV. My words are very important, interactive. Nobody in the world has interactive TV, right? Or I can turn this is conditioned for a 3G network. Very important for us. We are in India, we're in Bangladesh, 3G networks, and it's not, we are still voice-centric, right? So it's conditioned for a 3G network. If you have 4G, voila, fantastic. We have done, Suresh is here, folks, I did a lot of work in the encoding side of things. How do you really play it with low bandwidth networks? Okay, I'll show you guys. And of course, we have notifications. So this is the platform. So I created a group called Press Briefing before, and in that press briefing, we had a set of people there. Okay, there were 16 people in the press briefing. Some guys in Hyderabad, some in the US, and all this kind of stuff. So that's the group. I'm going to go and now do a broadcast. And I'm usually very nervous when I click this button. Professor Bal, do you want to click this button? I hope it works. I'm kidding. we are dealing with a lot of unknowns here. We are going from a mobile phone to a laptop, and I hope it's all in the cloud. There's no resource here, please.
3-4 people. Can you have all the videos simultaneously up?
The question is, I am now showing you two. Myself, the broadcaster, that's Professor Bala, and interviewee, right? Question was, can I have 3, 4, 5 people at the same time on the interview session? Can I do it architecturally? You better do it. Patent is that. However, question is not that. You are telling me, oh, India, 3G network, nothing will work. If I have 5 videos running, what the heck is going to happen to your network? I can do it, you can't afford it. That's the problem. I can do it, this device cannot support it. You see what I'm saying? So architecturally, we can absolutely do it. In fact, I have another patent that does exactly that. We call it group video chat. So the way we do it is for now to support, again, keep in mind, I come from the US, I have massive bandwidth, but I'm not designing this for the US. I'm designing it for India and Bangladesh. 3G networks. I can.
But 4G, sir?
Huh?
But 4G, there is
4G is fantastic, it works on 3G. Your 4G is irrelevant now. Please, okay? You don't have a 4G network in India. Bangladesh is gone, forget it. So 4G, I had a wonderful chat with Professor Bala. Look, these countries are voice-centric. Bangladesh is voice-centric. India fundamentally is still voice-centric. Okay? Large GDP engines have already gone to data. US, Europe, they're all data-centric. Look at the data patterns. Okay? So my request, I can't do anything about it, I'm inconsequential. But folks like Professor Bala and people he knows, the intent is how do you move to a 4G capability? Managed and so that people can afford it. You can't make it so expensive nobody can use it, right? So if you can move to a 4G framework with reasonable bandwidth, by the way, we're talking about 5G now, right? 4G, if it comes, you become a data-rich country. your GDP is going to go nuts. It's a direct correlation. I'm not the professorial there, Professor Bala, so they will understand how to explain that more. But did I answer your question? So it's a question of how much value do you have? And if you look at the new mobile, don't forget, I've had this technology for 5 years. But the platform wasn't there. Your old Android phones, what were they like? You couldn't do hardly anything. Now you can, right? The new generation of operating systems and devices that are coming are really good. These are good stuff. Okay. Now we can do it. To your question, we can do it.
But also you fast forward 2 years from now. I am positive what 3G is doing, 4G is going to do that. And at the same time, the technology also is going to improve. So as a matter of fact, this is just the starting point. Now there will be an exponential growth depending upon, accidentally made a statement. If you know that India's GDP is directly correlated to the digital-centric or data-centric devices, people will find ways to do that. And if the government understands that, and the countries which are sort of ordinary countries making an amazement wealth, it is because of the data-centric capability, then there is every incentive for us to do that, and they will invest the money. Now, for example, Arun Jaitley says we are going to do in infrastructure. It may be some other infrastructure, right? And that is where the power comes. If you are able to create the wealth of the country itself because of this one kind of medium or one kind of a technology, then there is everybody is going to clamor for that. And that is where I think the beauty is who is doing all this stuff. Some Indians, maybe in Silicon Valley, but Indians. Or if not, a yellow guy, Chinese. Silicon Valley is the only place, in my opinion, where even the whites respect brown and yellow. Whereas if a dumb white guy comes, we adore him. If a smart Indian comes, we think, oh, he's a great Indian. Think about it.
Please adore me.
So I'm slightly upset. Finally, if every business school in the top US top 5 have Indian deans, suddenly we think, oh, wait a minute, these brown guys are better. And things are coming up like that.
So let me take it to the next level. By the way, there's gigabit fiber. Google is pushing it in the US. Gigabit coming to our house. Imagine what you can do. So let me do this. I'll go to this demo. I want to show a few more things. And then I'll stop and get a few more questions. There we go. So you click the button.
I'm done.
And let's start praying. So this has been, let's see what happens. So normally it's a lot faster. Let's see how the internet works. And if it's not, I'll tell my guys to click the button. So basically, this is a broadcast. There we go, the broadcast is done. So I'm broadcasting globally. Okay? It's gone. So everybody that I invited can all join. So as you see, when people are going to join, you'll see it on the participant list. So we know everybody who has joined. Alright? So nobody has joined yet. Vicket and all guys, are you joining? So people are joining. So 3 people are joined. We find out who they are. So you can find out who has joined. 3 people are joined. So I'll let it go a little bit. So maybe 4 or 5 people will join. You told them to join. There's no limit. It's everything is happening on the cloud. All I have is a mobile phone. You give me a 3G network, I'll do it right now. Okay? We'll do it after the demo. Whoever has a phone, Android phone, decent Android phone, not an old one. You have a 3G network, we'll do it today with you on a 3G network. Okay? So this is not, 5 people are joining. So the key becomes, by the way, they're all listening to us. They're all listening to us. They cannot see you, but I'll do something very funky so you'll see you. So now they are there, I'm going to go and say, okay, think of citizen reporting guys. I suddenly switched on my back, and now they can see you guys. Everybody's seeing. I can't move the cable here, it's connected to the laptop. Okay? They're all seeing you. Say hi, can you please say hi?
Hi.
Come on, have some Joes. Hi!
Hi.
There we go, it's getting there, it's not there yet. We'll get you guys conditioned, okay? I know you're pressed, you're a little concerned, but that's it. So let's do this. So we'll have